Hello, kids. Today, I am going to tell you a story about the firefly who forgot to shine. In the heart of whispering woods, where the trees hummed soft lullabies and the wind danced through emerald leaves, lived a tiny firefly named Lumo. Unlike the other fireflies who glittered like floating stars in the night, Lumo's light was faint, so faint that sometimes it didn't show at all. Lumo wasn't born dim. When he was younger, his glow was bright and cheerful. But as time passed, he became afraid of flying too high, afraid of getting lost, afraid of trying new things. Every fear dimmed him little by little, until he almost forgot he could shine at all. Every evening, the fireflies gathered for the night sparkle parade, where they lit up the forest in dazzling patterns. It was the most magical event in Whispering Woods. But Lumo always hid behind a mossy log, watching the other fireflies swirl and shimmer across the dark sky. "I don't belong up there," he whispered to himself. "My light is too weak. What if I mess up? What if everyone laughs at me?" One evening, as Lumo sat alone, he heard soft sobbing. Curious, he fluttered toward the sound and discovered a little field mouse trapped under a fallen twig. Her tiny paws pushed and pushed, but the twig was too heavy. "Don't worry," Lumo said softly. "I'll get help." But when he turned toward the fireflies' meadow, everything looked so dark and unfamiliar. His tiny heart thumped. He had never flown that far in the dark. What if he got lost? What if nobody saw him? Still, he knew the mouse needed help. With a shaky breath, Lumo rose into the air. "Just a little light," he whispered, focusing as hard as he could. A faint glow flickered from his tail, just enough to see a few inches ahead. It wasn't much, but it was a start. As he flew, his mind fluttered with doubt. What if I can't do it? But then he remembered the mouse's frightened eyes. "I have to try," he told himself. And so, Lumo kept going. Higher, farther, braver than he had ever flown before. He reached the meadow where the fireflies practiced their parade patterns. They zoomed back and forth, swirling beautiful spirals of golden light. "Help!" Lumo called. His voice was tiny, but urgent. The fireflies paused. "Lumo, is that you?" asked Brill, the brightest firefly in the woods. "We can hardly see you." "A little mouse is trapped," Lumo cried. "She needs us." Without hesitation, Brill and the others followed him. Lumo led the way, his faint glow blinking bravely in the darkness. The fireflies flew behind him, their bright lights guiding the path like a trail of hope. When they reached the mouse, the fireflies worked together to lift the twig. Once free, the little mouse squeaked with gratitude. "Thank you, all of you, and especially you, Lumo. I saw your little light, even in the dark." Lumo blinked in surprise. "You saw my light?" "Of course," she said. "Sometimes a small light is all you need." The fireflies gathered around Lumo. "You were very brave," Brill said. "Without you, we wouldn't have known she needed help." Lumo felt something warm inside him, something bright. The more he thought about what he had done, the fears he had faced, the courage he had found, the brighter his glow became. First it flickered, then it gleamed, then it shone so brilliantly that even Brill gasped. "Lumo," he exclaimed, "your light, it's glowing brighter than ever." The fireflies cheered and swirled around him in celebration. That night, Lumo flew in the night sparkle parade for the very first time. His light, warm and golden, danced across the sky. Not the brightest, not the biggest, but full of courage, and that made it shine beautifully. As he twirled through the air, Lumo realized something important. Everyone has a light inside them, but sometimes it only shines when you believe in yourself enough to try. And from that day on, Lumo never hid behind the mossy log again. Moral of the story: believing in yourself gives you the courage to shine. Even a small light can make a big difference when you choose to be brave. So kids, that's all for today. If you like our story, please press the bell icon. See you next time with another story